Hey everyone, it's Nemo here, and right now we're going to talk about my filter. So, as you can see, and I mentioned it in some other videos that you should probably watch before this one, I hope. But this is my filter. It's called a canister filter, and obviously it looks just like a big container like this. And basically this stays outside of your fish tank. So, yeah, it's not like some of the smaller filters that you saw me maybe using before and things like that. But so, basically, how a canister filter works is it has these two tubes coming into it, right? And right here, this is an in, and this is an out. And the in tube basically sucks water down from your fish tank. So as you can see here, it's got this little strainer at the end, and the strainers to make sure it doesn't suck up fish or like leaves and sticks and things. And then it comes all the way up here into this, and then it goes into the filter that I'll show you in a couple minutes. But into the filter, down the filter, swashes around here, comes back up through the pressure, and then right here there's this big motor in here, and when you plug it in with the plug, you plug it in and it'll start spinning, and then the rotor shoots it back up this tube that goes woo all the way over here into this. And this is just this little, like, it's got this little angle right here so that it comes out like more like coming out a lot more and things in different directions. And then here you've also got this little thing that helps it stick to the side of your aquarium, and that helps a lot because these tubes will just kind of like move around like that if you don't have that. So that's basically the outside of it. And then here, these two mechanisms, this is to control the water flow. So if you want less water flow, you move this up a little bit. No more than halfway, or else it'll turn it off too much. And then when you're doing water changes and you want to take this off to like clean what's inside here, you pull this all the way up. And then once you're sure this is all the way up and well secure and it's closed the whole thing, you pull this, and then you can just pull that out, and then see, it's all closed up right there. So there's no water that'll be coming out of that. So then you've also got this little lever up here which helps you at the beginning when you're trying to start your filter up. This whole system is fed by gravity, so you need this to be underneath the tank. So if this is the top of the tank, you need this to be underneath it. It can't be like the tank can't be here. This has to be underneath it. So that's also what I was talking about when I was saying that this was going to have to be right there next to it, and it has to be underneath it. And that's why we were thinking about making that box on the bottom. So I'll show you that very quickly. See, we were thinking about, if this was the tank, we were thinking up here, this is the tank, we were thinking about making a box like right here, and then having the filter in there. I just have to measure how far away that would be from the fish tank, because it can't be too far away. Otherwise, we'll just put it right here. If we put it right here, it shouldn't be too far away, and it's still a little bit underneath it, but that's gonna maybe mess up a little bit how it works. So I'll have to be careful with that. So that's just a bit of a problem with it. So yeah, so you use this to suck water into it, and then once the water flow started, you'll hear it like flowing down into it. Okay, and then let me take this lid off for here, which has got clamps like this to clamp it down and stuff. And so let me just take this off. Okay, so one of the most important parts of this filter is the rotor right here. It's protected by this little cover thing that I put on here. So I'm not going to take that off because, but it's huge. It's like this thick in diameter, and then like that long, and it's just this like little rotor that turns in there. All right, here. This is my filter. So this is just the regular sponge filter that you get with all of them, and it's got 4 sponges on it, which I really like. They're huge and they're really effective with biological. And then here you can see you've got these different little compartments, and you can take these compartments out. Compartments out. And then here I've just got this like this ounce stuff that you can get. This is really cheap, works pretty well. These are bio rings here, which I just added it on top of the bio rings for more biological filtration on top of it. And then here, take this out. So it's got all these different layers. It's got all these different layers. This one doesn't have anything else in it right now, but I'll be adding more things to it. So these are all the components of it, and I hope you like that video, and I'm running out of time. Bye.